I was browsing the streets of YouTube and I came across this Scrum Master training program that stated that Scrum Masters can earn $250,000 as a starting pay. And I was like, really? How come I'm not aware? Because this cannot be farther from the truth. This is one of the biggest exaggerations that I've seen in recent times. It is almost impossible for you as a Scrum Master who is just starting out to earn $250,000 on one job with little or no experience. So I want you guys to be careful on the street as you desire to become a Scrum Master and you're trying to figure out the best training program to fit your needs. Please be very careful, ask the right questions so that you don't get yourself into a mess. Now, based on this, I am going to be sharing 10 facts about the Scrum Master role that you need to be aware of so that this could guide you as you make your decision to get into this industry and getting into this role. The Scrum Master job is not an entry-level job. So anybody who tells you that the Scrum Master position is an entry-level job is flat out lying to you. This is not an entry-level position at all. This is not a get-out-of-college scheme where your first job should be a Scrum Master job. It is not at all. So anybody that is selling that to you must have other things in mind that they want you to do in order for you to get that job. But just right out of college and you want to become a Scrum Master, the Scrum Master role is not for you because you do not have any experience at all. So the first fact is this: Scrum Master role is not an entry-level position. Now, the second fact you need to know is that it's almost impossible for you to earn $250,000 because clearly it's not a starting role, right? So how are you going to earn $250,000 as your starting pay? Even Scrum Masters who have up to 5 years of experience may not even be earning $250,000. Now, in some cases, maybe based on negotiation and maybe the kind of company that you're working for, they may be earning that amount, but this is not something that you're going to have 0 to 1 year of experience and you're going to throw $250,000 on you. Even other industries are not just going to pay you $250,000 right off the cuff like that. So be careful with all of the exaggerations that you may be seeing online. Now, one thing I'll tell you is that the Scrum Master role is definitely a six-figure salary, right? And a six-figure salary is $100,000 and above. Now, there are a few positions that may even be earning lower than $100,000, but definitely if, somebody told you that, hey, you could be earning six figures as a Scrum Master, that is definitely the case. But $250,000 being specific of that amount as an entry-level position is farther from the truth. So I want you to be very careful so that if that is the motivating factor for you to go into this role, then you might want to think about it a little more. Now, the next fact about the Scrum Master role is this: you need real-world experience for this role. Now, remember that I just stated that this is not an entry-level position, and that means that you need to have some type of experience for you to be able to function really well in this role. Now, it does not mean that you need to be a Scrum Master for you to function well in this role, because clearly you are going to be coming from somewhere. And Scrum Master is a role that came out in the last 25 years, right? So many people who have worked for that long period of time definitely had other roles that they were in before they came into the Scrum Master space. So clearly, so what this means is that you need real-world experience. Now, your real-world experience could be from other industries. They could be from, different jobs that you've had in the past, but it is safer for you to actually have some sort of corporate world experience so that when you're trying to apply for this role, it's much easier for you to understand the nuances of this role. It's much easier for you to be able to operate in this role, and it's much easier for you to be able to succeed on this role. So you need real world experience in order for you to be able to function really well on this role. Now, do not confuse real world experience with Scrum Master experience. It's possible for you to be in a different career path and then decide that you want to be a Scrum Master. It's absolutely possible, but at least you have worked before, you've built some experience before, you've built some type of knowledge, and there will be some skill sets that you will be able to transfer when you decide to become a Scrum Master, which will be clearly helpful for you in this role. But you need real world experience. There's no two ways about that. Another fact you need to know about the Scrum Master role is the importance of soft skills. This is a role where soft skill is super important. Now, it's okay for you to have technical skills. So maybe you've been a developer before in the past and you're trying to be a Scrum Master. That is absolutely perfect. But soft skill would always be necessary for you. You need the likes of communication, effective communication. You need the likes of conflict resolution. You need the likes of, teamwork. How do you get your team to work effectively? You need all of those soft skills that are important because this is a servant leader role where you're going to be serving your team. You need to know how to serve people. You need to learn how to, put the needs of other people first. You need to learn how to make people succeed. You need to learn how to make people work as a team, how to build that positive mindset, how to build that teamwork mindset. All of this are soft skills that will be required of you as a Scrum Master to bring up so that your team can be successful. Now, another fact about the Scrum Master role is this. This role is not about you. This is not a role where you're going to be managing people, where you're going to be directing people. No, this is farther from the truth. This is not a project manager role. So even if you've been a project manager in the past, when you become a Scrum Master, you're going to have to shift your mindset to know that this role is not about you. This role is about the people that you work with. This role is about the organization that you're serving. This role is about the customers that you guys are building the products for. This role is not about you, and it's important for you to know this fact. So your team's success is your success. If your team succeeds, you succeed. If your team fails, you fail. That's how it goes. Another fact you need to know about the Scrum Master role is for you to have endless patience. Change is very hard, and that's something you need to know. So when you become a Scrum Master and you're supporting a team, do not expect that you're going to teach your team certain ways of working, and by the next sprint, you're going to figure it out. The same way you probably didn't learn about this role in a day or two, or possibly even in a week, right? It's the same way your team is not going to learn about Agile in a week or in a month. It's going to take them time. Remember that these are people who are adults, right? So they're already fixed in certain ways of working. And so when you introduce a new way for them to work, it's going to take them time to adapt to that new way of working. So you as a Scrum Master, you need to know that you've got to be patient. You've got to consistently work with your team, nudging them to work in that direction that will help them achieve their objectives. And you have to be patient along the way, not being judgmental, not forcing them, not commanding them or demanding of them to do the things that you believe is good for that team. Another fact about the Scrum Master role is this: you're not going to have all the answers. And it's important for you to know that. You're not omnipotent. You're not omniscience. You're not going to know everything, and that is perfectly okay. As a Scrum Master, what you need to know is how to ask the right questions. And if you want to learn how to ask the right questions, then you can click on my latest video where I spoke about asking powerful questions. Asking powerful questions is what you need to know as a Scrum Master, so that even when situations come your way where you don't even know what to do about it, asking the team, asking the individuals the right question will then point you to the root cause, that will then help you and your team to solve that problem or handle that situation at hand. So it's okay for you not to know everything. However, you've got to know how to ask the right questions that will help you get to the right solution. Now, right after this point, another fact about the Scrum Master role is this: you've got to be a continuous learner. Now, while it's okay for you not to know everything, you've got to also continuously learn so that you can also be knowledgeable in a lot of areas, okay? So even though you will not know everything, ensure that you are a continuous learner. Ensure that you're not just somebody who is grabbing all the certificates, but you're actively learning. You are applying what you've learned, and you're testing out your knowledge to be able to know what works for your team and what does not work for your team. So you've got to be a continuous learner, and that is a fact about the Scrum Master role. You can't use the same knowledge that you've had 5 years ago in today's time. Times are changing. We're in a complex environment. And so it's not only the organizations that are going through this complexity, individuals are also going through this complexity. So as a Scrum Master, you also have to embrace yourself and be prepared at all times to adapt to the changes of the markets. Now, another fact about the Scrum Master role is this: you are going to be a teacher, a trainer, a coach, a motivator, everything. So don't think that the Scrum Master role is just you facilitating. Now, you're going to be doing much more than facilitating. You're going to be teaching, you're going to be impacting knowledge where needed. You're going to be coaching and guiding your team where needed. You're going to be helping in areas that might not even be Scrum related. For example, if there is a Cold War happening in your team and there is conflict in your team, it becomes your responsibility to resolve that conflict. And that's why it's important for you to have the soft skills that will help you to resolve those conflicts. So you're going to be a lot of things at a lot of times to your team. And that's why you need to wear the hat of a servant leader, because a leader serves the needs of the team. So whatever needs we have as a team, as a Scrum Master, you will be there to serve our needs. Now, this is not to say that as a Scrum Master, you're going to be a slave. There is a difference between a servant leader and a slave. You are a servant leader. You're there to help your team better organize, self-organize, function as a team, have autonomy, in that team, rather than you managing them and you directing them, okay? So all of that is going to require you to have the necessary skill sets that will help you succeed in that role. Now, another fact about the Scrum Master role is this. You can't succeed with your team if you do not trust your team and if your team members don't trust you. So one of the first things you want to do when you join a team is to build the trust of the team. How do you build trust with your team? By communicating with your team and collaborating with your team as often as needed. So that way they're able to know you, you're able to know them, they're able to have faith in you, and you're able to have faith in them. Now, another way for you to build trust is to be able to ensure that you're driving them in the right direction. You're helping them achieve the objectives. You're nudging them in the right way and the right path to go. All of those things will help you build trust with your team. And it's only when you've built the trust with your team that you can then guide them even more effectively to achieve the objectives. That is when it'll be much easier for them to listen to you and follow your guidance and your advice and your leadership. So building trust with your team is something that you need. And if you want to succeed as a Scrum Master, that is something that you have to pay attention to. Now, I'm sure at this time I've probably shared more than 10 facts about the Scrum Master role. I hope each of those facts help you better prepare yourself as you work in this role. And if you're an aspiring Scrum Master, I hope that these facts today help you have the necessary information that will nudge you to actually even go even further into this role. Or maybe it would help you decide that you need to be doing something different other than being a Scrum Master. If you enjoyed today's program, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. In all honesty, a lot of people are not watching my videos, and this is getting me super, super depressed. I need you guys to subscribe. I need you guys to like. I need you guys to share. I need more views on this video. So please, I am begging you, please, please, and please like my video, watch my video to the very end, subscribe, share with your community, share with your friends, share in your groups, share it wherever you want to share it, because I know that my videos would definitely be a blessing to whoever you share it to. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to catch you in my next episode. Bye for now.